seems like nothing that you do is social university. So, we say, what's something about one thing you still school. But when you I believe the same because me to talk I want to say really which are really part of the very it speaks about relations. But in the way it is not to explain, I'm not saying that one of the moment that we discussed it, that was very good. It's very much when we last time the presentation as future as studies. That is very interesting. future, but what I see, I'm sure some, this for some very interesting, like this, something, but I'm still, this is correct. So,
yeah? But it's just My phone. Eric is having it. Eric is having it.
And but we do about what is the next thing about asking. So that's what I'm saying. All the people are looking at this, especially the idea. So if I put the and I keep honest, it's not even everything. But because it's easier to use, not okay, it's really also, but you need to issue the whole. You also see let's tell you I become a economist. Because now it's really everything so but automatically become and that's how it's a cycle specific technology and agriculture is agriculture minerals, minerals,
Judges 4, New American Standard Bible. Judges 4, New American Standard Bible. 10:4. The hand of the sons of Israel pressed heavier and heavier upon Jabin, the king of Canaan, until they had destroyed Jabin, the king of Canaan. Judges 5, New American Standard Bible. 1. Then Deborah and Barak, the son of Abinoam, son on that day, saying, 2. That the leaders led in Israel, that the people volunteered, bless the Lord. 3. Hear, O kings, give ear, O rulers. I to the Lord I will sing. I to the Lord I will sing. I will sing praise to the Lord, the God of Israel. For Lord, when you went out from Seir, when you marched from the field of Edom, the earth quaked, the heavens also dripped, even the clouds dripped water. 5. The mountains quaked, quaked at the presence of the Lord, the Sinai at the presence of the Lord, the God of Israel. 6. In the days of Shamgar, the son of Anas, in the days of Jael, the highways were deserted, and travelers went by roundabout ways. 7. The peasantry ceased. They ceased in Israel until I, Deborah, arose, until I arose, a mother in Israel. 8. New gods were chosen, then war was in the gates. Not a shield or a spear was seen among 40,000 in Israel. 9. My heart goes out to the commanders of Israel, to the volunteers among the people. Bless the Lord. 10. You will ride on the white donkeys, you who sit on rich carpets, and you who travel on the roads. Sing. 11. At the sound of those who divide flocks among the watering places, there they shall recount the righteous deeds of the Lord, the righteous deeds of his peasantry in Israel. Then the people of the Lord went down to the gates. 12. Awake, awake, Deborah, awake, awake, sing a song, arise, Barak, and take away your captives, O son of Abinoam. 13. Then survivors came down to the nobles. The people of the Lord came down to me as warriors, putting from Ephraim, those who root is in Amalek came down, following you, Benjamin, with your peoples from Mancha. Commanders came down, and from Zebulun, those who wield the staff of office. 15. And the princes of Asachar were with Deborah, and as was Ishia, so was Barak. Into the valley they rushed at his heels. Among the divisions of Reuben they were great resolves of heart. 16. Why did you sit among the sheepfolds to hear the peeping for the flocks? Among the divisions of Reuben there were great searchings of heart. 17. 17. The lad remained across the Jordan, and why did Dan stay in ships? Asa sat at the seashore and remained by its landings. 18. Zebulun was a people who despised their lives even to death, and Naphtali also on the high places of the field. 19. The kings came and fought. Then fought the kings of Canaan at Tanacha near the waters of Megiddo. They took no plunder in silver. 20. The stars fought from heaven, from their courses they fought against Sisera. 21. The torrent of Kishon swept them away, the ancient torrent. The torrent Kishon, O my soul, march on with strength. 22. Then the horses' hoofs beat from the dashing of his valiant steeds. 23. Curse Moros, say the angel of the Lord, utterly curse its inhabitants, because they did not come to the help of the Lord against the warriors. 24. Most blessed of woman is Jael, the wife of Heber the Kenite. Most blessed is she of women in the tent. 25. He asked for water, and she gave him milk. In a magnificent bowl she brought him curds, curds, curds. 26. She reached out her hand for the tent peg, and her right hand for the workman's hammer. Then she struck Sisera. She smashed his head, and she shattered and pierced his temple. 27. Between her feet he bowed, he fell, he lay. Between her feet he bowed, he fell. Where he bowed, there he fell dead. Judges 25. Judges 5, New American Standard Bible. 28. Out of the window she looked and lamented, the mouth of Sisera through the lattice. Why does his chariot delay in coming? Why do the hoofbeats of his chariots tarry? 29. Her wise princess would answer her. Indeed, she repeats her words to herself. 30. Are they not dividing the spoil? A maiden, 2 maidens for every warrior. To Sisera a spoil of dyed work, embroidered, dyed work of double embroidery on the neck of the spoiler. 31. Let all your enemies perish, O Lord, but let those who love him be like the rising of the sun in its might. And the land was undisturbed for 40 years. The land being undisturbed for 40 years. Judges 6, New American Standard Bible. Then the sons of Israel did what was evil in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord gave them into the hands of Midian 7 years. 2. The power of Midian prevailed against Israel. Because of Midian, the sons of Israel made for themselves the dens which were in the mountains and the caves and the strongholds. 3. For it was when Israel had sworn that the Midianites would come up with Amalekites and the sons of the east and go against them. So they would come against them and destroy the produce of the earth as far as Gaza, and leave no sustenance in Israel, as well as no sheep, ox, or donkey. 5. For they would come up with their livestock and their tents, they would come in like locusts. 4. Number, both they and their camels were innumerable, and they came into the land to devastate it. 6. So Israel was brought very low because of Midian, and the sons of Israel cried to the Lord. 7. Now it came about when the sons of Israel cried to the Lord on account of Midian. 8. That the Lord sent a prophet to the sons of Israel, and he said to them, Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, it was I who brought you up from Egypt and brought you out from the house of slavery. 9. I delivered you from the hands of Egyptians and from the hands of all your oppressors, and dispossessed them before you and gave you their land. 10. And I say to you, I am the Lord your God. You shall not fear the gods of Amorites in whose land you live, but you have not obeyed me. 11. Then the angel of the Lord came and sat under the oak that was in Ophrah, which belonged to Joash the Abiezrite, as his son Gideon was beating out wheat in the winepress in order to save it from the Midianites. 12. The angel of the Lord appeared to him and said to him, The Lord is with you, O valiant warrior. 13. Then Gideon said to him, O my Lord, if the Lord is with us, why then has all this happened to us? And where are all his miracles which our fathers told us about, saying, Did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord has abandoned us and given us into the hand of Midian. 14. The Lord looked at him and said, Go in this your strength and deliver Israel from the hand of Midian. Have I not sent you? 15. He said to him, O Lord, how shall I deliver Israel? Behold, my family is the least in Manasseh, and I am the youngest in my father's house. 16. But the Lord said to him, Surely I will be with you, and you shall defeat Midian as one man. 17. So Gideon said to him, If now I have found favor in your sight, then show me a sign that it is you who speak with me. 18. Please do not depart from here until I come back to you and bring out my offering and lay it before you. And he said, I will remain until you return. 17. Then Gideon went in and prepared a young goat and unleavened bread from an ephah of flour. He put it in a basket and the broth in a pot, and brought them out to him under the oak and presented them. 20. The angel of God said to him, Take the meat and the unleavened bread and lay them on this rock and pour out the broth. And he did so. 21. Then the angel of the Lord put out the end of the staff that was in his hand and touched the meat bread. Then the angel of the Lord vanished from his sight. 22. When Gideon saw that he was the angel of the Lord, he said, Alas, O Lord God, for now I have seen the angel of the Lord face to face. 23. The Lord said to him, Peace to you, do not fear, you shall not die. Then 12, then Gideon built an altar there to the Lord and named it, The Lord is Peace. To this day, it is still in opera of the Abiezrites. Judges 6, New American Standard Bible. Judges 6, New American Standard Bible 25. Now on the same night, the Lord said to him, Take your father's bull and a second bull, 7 years old, and pull down the altar of Baal, which belongs to your father, and cut down the Asherah that is beside it. 26. And build an altar to the Lord your God on the top of this stronghold in an orderly manner, and take a second bull. Feel like not comfortable. I don't. And take a second bull and offer a burnt offering with the wood of the Asherah, which you shall cut down. 27. Then Gideon took 10 men of his servants and did as the Lord had spoken to him. And because he was too afraid of his father's household and the men of the city to do it by day, he did it by night. 28. When the men of the city arose early in the morning, behold, the altar of Baal was torn down, and the Asherah, which was beside it, was cut down, and the second bull was offered on the altar which had been built. 29. They said to one another, Who did this thing? And why? And when they searched about and inquired, they said, Gideon the son of Joash did this thing. 30. Then the men of the city said to Joash, Bring out your son, that he may die, for he has torn down the altar of Baal, and indeed he has cut down the Asherah, which was beside it. 31. But Joash said to all who stood against him, Will you contend for Baal, or will you deliver him? Whoever will plead for him shall be put to death by morning. If he is a god, let him contend for himself, because someone has torn down his altar. 32. Therefore on that day he named him Jerubbaal, that is to say, let Baal contend against him, because he had torn down his altar. 33. Then all the Midianites and the Amalekites and the sons of the east assembled themselves, and they crossed over and camped in the valley of Jezreel. Therefore, so the Spirit of the Lord came upon Gideon, and he blew a trumpet, and the Israelites were called together to follow him. Therefore he sent messengers throughout Manasseh, and they also were called together to follow him. And he sent messengers to Asa, Zebulun, and Naphtali, and they came up to meet them. 36. Then Gideon said to God, if you will deliver Israel through me, as you have spoken. 37. Behold, I will put a fleece, FLEECE, a fleece of wool on the threshing floor. If there is dew on the fleece only, and it is dry on all the ground, then I will know that you will deliver Israel through me, as you have spoken. 38. And if it was so, when he arose early the next morning and squeezed the fleece, he drained the dew from the fleece, a bowl full of water. 39. Then Gideon said to God, do not let your anger burn against me, that I may speak once more. Please let me make a test once more with the fleece. Let it now be dry only on the fleece, and let there be dew on all the ground. 40. God did so that night, for it was dry only on the fleece, and dew was on all the ground. Judges 7, New American Standard Bible. 1. Then Jerubbaal, that is Gideon, and all the people who were with him, rose early and camped beside the spring of Harod, and the camp of Midian was on the north side of them by the hill of Moriah in the valley. 2. The Lord said to Gideon, the people who are with you are too many for me to give Midian into their hands, for Israel would become boastful, saying, my own power has delivered me. 3. Now therefore come, proclaim in the hearing of the people, saying, whoever is afraid and trembling, let him return and depart from Mount Gilead. So 22,000 people returned, but 10,000 remained. 4. Then the Lord said to Gideon, the people are still too many. Bring them down to the water, and I will test them for you there. Therefore it shall be that he of whom I say to you, this one shall go with you, he shall go with you. But anyone of whom I say to you, this one shall not go with you, he shall not go. 5. So he brought the people down to the water, and the Lord said to Gideon, you shall separate everyone who laps the water with his tongue, as a dog laps, as well as everyone who kneels to drink. 6. Now the number of those who lapped, putting their hand on their mouth, was 300 men, but all the rest of the people kneeled to drink water. 7. The Lord said to Gideon, I will deliver you with the 300 men who lapped, and will give the Midianites into your hands. So let all the other people go, each man to his home. 8. So the 300 men took the people's provisions and their trumpets into their hands, and Gideon sent all the other men of Israel, each to his tent, but retained the 300 men, and the camp of Midian was below him in the valley. 9. Now the same night it came about that the Lord said to him, arise, go down against the camp, for I have given it into your hands. 10. But if you are afraid to go down, go with Purah your servant down to the camp. 11. And you will hear what they say, and afterward your hands will be strengthened, that you may go down against the camp. So he went with Purah his servant down to the outposts of the army that was in the camp. 12. Now the Midianites and the Amalekites and all the sons of the east were lying in the valley as numerous as locusts, and their camels were without number, as numerous as the sand on the seashore. 13. When Gideon came, behold, a man was relating a dream to his friend, and he said, behold, I had a dream. A loaf of barley bread was tumbling into the camp of Midian, and it came to the tent and struck it, so that it fell, and turned it upside down, so that the tent may lay flat. 14. His friend replied, this is nothing less than the sword of Gideon, the son of Joash, a man of Israel. God has given Midian and all the camp into his hand. 15. When Gideon heard the account of the dream and its interpretation, he bowed in worship. He returned to the camp of Israel and said, arise, for the Lord has given the camp of Midian into your hands. 16. He divided the 300 men into 3 companies, and he put trumpets and empty pitchers into the hands of all of them, with torches inside the pitchers. 17. He said to them, look at me and do likewise, and behold, when I come to the outskirts of the camp, do as I do. 18. When I and all who are with me blow the trumpet, then you also blow the trumpets all around the camp, and say, for the Lord and for Gideon. 19. So Gideon and the 100 men who were with him came to the outskirts of the camp at the beginning of the middle watch, when they had just posted the watch, and they blew the trumpets and smashed the pitchers that were in their hands. 20. When the 3 companies blew the trumpets and broke the pitchers, they held the torches in their left hands and the trumpets in their right hands for blowing, and cried, a sword for the Lord and for Gideon. Judges 7, New American Standard Bible. 21. Each stood in his place around the camp, and all the army ran, crying out as they fled. 22. When they blew 300 trumpets, the Lord set the sword of one against another, even throughout the whole army. It's not charging. No, it's in the wrong spot. The second one, I don't know why is it not charging. And it has to show this light here. Yeah. It's not working that side. The light has to be on. Has to be on immediately. There's 2 spots on that head. So one is faulty. So there's one which is working properly. So there's one you connect and it charges immediately, but the other this stuff is not working. So the one that connects and charges immediately. You just see. I just also don't know. I just know it's 1 second. When you put the light, it will come up immediately. Did it bring it? No, there's no information. No, did it bring the charging of the light? It's charging, yeah? I don't know. It has to charge. Wanted to use it. $22. Well.
So supposedly, oh, I think it's very different. Oh, it's like you can do that. You need to
When 22, when they blow 300 trumpets, the Lord set the sword of one against another. I think I read this. Even throughout the whole army, and the army fled as far as Beth Shittah toward the Zerara, as far as the edge of Abel Mohala by Tabath. Then 3, the men of Israel were summoned from Naphtali and Asa and all Manasseh, and they pursued Midian. 24. Gideon sent messengers throughout all the hill country of Ephraim, saying, "Come down against Midian and take the waters before them as far as Beth Barah and the Jordan." So all the men of Ephraim were summoned, and they took the waters as far as Beth Barah and the Jordan. 25. They captured the 2 leaders of Midian, Oreb and Zeb, and they killed Oreb at the rock of Oreb, and they killed Zeb at the winepress of Zeb, while they pursued Midian, and they brought the heads of Oreb and Zeb to Gideon from across the Jordan. Judges 28, New American Standard Bible. 1. Then the men of Ephraim said to him, "What is this thing you have done to us, not calling us when you went to fight against Midian?" And they contended with him vigorously. 2. But he said to them, "What have I done now in comparison with you? Is not the gleaning of the grapes of Ephraim better than the vintage of Abizar?" 20. God has given the leaders of Midian, Oreb and Zeb, into your hands, and what was I able to do in comparison with you? Then their anger toward him subsided when he said that. 4. Then Gideon and the 300 men who were with him came to the Jordan and crossed over, weary yet pursuing. 5. He said to the men of Sukosh, "Please give loaves of bread to the people who are following me, for they are weary. And I'm pursuing Zebah and Zalmunna, the kings of Midian." 6. The leaders of Succoth said, "Are the hands of Zebah and Zalmunna already in your hands, that we should give bread to your army?" 7. Gideon said, "All right, when the Lord has given Zebah and Zalmunna into my hand, then I will thrash your bodies with the thorns of wilderness and with briars, Briers. 8. He went up from there to Penuel and spoke English. And spoke similarly to them and to the men of Penuel answered him just as the men of Sukkos had answered him. 9. So he spoke also to the men of Penuel, saying, when I return safely, I will tear down this tower. 10. Now Zebah and Zalmunna were in Karkor, and their armies with them, and about 15,000 men, and all who were left of the entire army of the sons of the east, for the fallen were 120,000 swordsmen. 11. Gideon went up by the far of those who lived in the tents of the east of Nobah and Behar, and attacked the camp when the camp was unsuspecting. 12. And when Zebah and Zalmunna fled, he pursued them and captured the 2 kings of Midian, Zebah and Zalmunna, and routed the whole army. 13. Then Gideon the son of Joshua, Joashua, Goash, returned from the battle by the ascent of Heres. 14. And he captured a youth from Sukkos and questioned him. Then the youth wrote down for him the princess of Sukkos and its elders, 77 men. He came to meet men of Sukkos and said, behold, Zebah and Zalmunna, concerning whom you taunted me, saying, are the hands of Zebah and Zalmunna already in your hand, that we should give bread to your men who are weary? 16. He took the elders of the city and thorns of the wilderness and briars, and he displayed the men of Sukkot with them. 17. He tore down the tower of Penuel and killed the men of the city. 18. Then he said to Zebah and Zalmunna, what kind of men were they whom you killed at Tobah? And they said, they were like you, each one resembling the son of a king. 19. He said, they were my brothers, the sons of my mother, as the Lord lives. If only you had let them live, I would not kill you. 20. So he said to Joshua, his firstborn, rise, kill them. But the youth did not draw his sword, for he was afraid, because he was still a youth. 21. Then Zebah and Zalmunna said, rise up yourself and follow us, for as the man, so is his strength. 21. Then Zebah and Zalmunna, So Gideon arose and killed Zebah and Zalmunna and took the crescent ornaments which were on their camels' necks. 22. Then the men of Israel said to Gideon, rule over us, both you and your son, also your son's son, for you have delivered us from the hand of Midian. 3. But Gideon said to them, I will not rule over you, nor shall my son rule over you. The Lord shall rule over you. 4. Yet Gideon said to them, I would request of you that each of you give me an earring from his spoil. For they had gold earrings, because they were Ishmaelites. Judges 8, New American Standard Bible 35. They said, we will surely give them. So they spread out a garment, and every one of them threw an earring there from his spoil. 6. The weight of the gold earrings that he requested was 1,700 shekels of gold, besides the crescent ornaments and the pendants and the purple robes which were on the kings of Midian, and besides the neck bands that were on their camels' necks. 27. Gideon made it into an ephod and placed it in his city, Ophrah, and all Israel played the harlot with it there, so that it became a snare to Gideon and his household. 28. So Midian was subdued before the sons of Israel, and they did not lift up their heads anymore, and the land was undisturbed for 40 years in the days of Gideon. 29. Then Jerubbaal, the son of Joash, went and lived in his own house. 30. Now Gideon had 70 sons who were his direct descendants, for he had many wives. 31. His concubine, who was in Shechem, also bore him a son and named him Abimelech. 32. And Gideon the son of Joash died at a ripe old age, and was buried in the tomb of his father Joash in Ophrah of the Abiezrites. 33. Then it came about, as soon as Gideon was dead, the sons of Israel again played the harlot with the Baals and made Baal-berith their god. 34. Thus the sons of Israel did not remember the Lord their God, who had delivered them from the hands of all their enemies on every side. 35. Now did they show kindness to the household of Jerubbaal, that is, Gideon, in accord with all the good that he had done to Israel. Judges 9, New American Standard Bible. 1. And Abimelech, the son of Jubal, went to Shechem to his mother's relatives and spoke to them and to the whole clan of the household of his mother's father, saying, 2. Speak now in the hearing of all the leaders of Shechem, which is better for you, that 70 men, all of the sons of Jerubbaal, rule over you, or that one man rule over you. Also remember that I am bone and your flesh. 3. And his mother's relatives spoke all these words on his behalf in the hearing of all the leaders of Shechem, and they were inclined to follow Abimelech, for they said, he is our relative. 4. They gave him 70 pieces of silver from the house of Baal-berith, with which Abimelech hired worthless and reckless fellows, and they followed him. 5. Then he went to his father's house at Ophrah and killed his brothers, the sons of Jerubbaal, 70 men on one stone. But Jotham, the youngest son of Jerubbaal, was left, for he did himself. 6. All the men of Shechem and all Beth Millo assembled together, and they went and made Abimelech king by the oak of the pillar which was in Shechem. Shechem. Okay. 7. Now when they were told Jotham, he went and stood on the top of Mount Jezreel and lifted his voice and called out. Thus he said to them, listen to me, O men of Shechem, that God may listen to you. 8. Once the trees went forth to anoint a king over them, and they said to the olive tree, reign over us. 9. But the olive tree said to them, shall I leave my fatness with which God and men are honored, and go to work over the trees? 10. Then the trees said to the fig tree, you come, reign over us. 11. But the fig tree said to them, shall I leave my sweetness and my good fruit, and go to work over the trees? 12. Then the trees said to the vine, you come, reign over us. 13. But the vine said to them, shall I leave my new wine, which cheers God and men, and go to work over the trees? 14. Finally, all the trees said to the bramble, you come, reign over us. 15. The bramble said to the trees, if in truth you are anointing me as king over you. Come and take refuge in my shade. But if not, may fire come out from the bramble and consume the cedars of Lebanon. 16. Now therefore, if you have dealt in truth and integrity in making Abimelech king, and if you have dealt well with Jerubbaal and his house, and have dealt with him as he deserved. 17. For my father fought for you and risked his life and delivered you from the hand of Midian. 18. But you have risen against my father's house today, and have killed his sons, 70 men on one stone, and have made Abimelech the son of his maid servant king of the men of Shechem, because he stoned and because he is your relative. 19. If then you have dealt in truth and integrity with Jerubbaal and his house this day, rejoice in Abimelech, and let him also rejoice in you. 20. But if not, let fire come out from Abimelech and consume the men of Shechem and Beth Millo, and let fire come out from the men of Shechem and from Beth Millo and consume Abimelech. Abimelech. 21. Then Jotham escaped and fled and went to Beer and remained there because of Abimelech his brother. 22. Now Abimelech ruled over Israel 3 years. 23. Then God sent an evil spirit between Then God sent an evil spirit between Abimelech and the men of Shechem, and the men of Shechem dealt treacherously with Abimelech. And 4. So that the violence done to the 70 sons of Jubal might come, and their blood might be laid on Abimelech their brother, who killed them, and on the men of Shechem, who strengthened his hands to kill his brothers. Then 5. The men of Shechem set men in ambush against him on the tops of the mountains, and they robbed all who might pass by them along the road. And it was told to Abimelech. Judges 9, New American Standard Bible. 26. Now Gal, the son of Abed, came with his relatives and crossed over into Shechem, and the men of Shechem put their trust in him. And 7. They went out into the field and gathered the grapes of the vineyards and trod them and held a festival. And they went into the house of their God and ate and drank and cast Abimelech. 28. Then Gal, the son of Abed, said, Who is Abimelech and who is Shechem, that we should serve him? Is he not the son of Jubal, and is Jubal not his lieutenant? Serve the men of Hamah, the father of Shechem. But why should we serve him? 28. Would therefore that his God 29. Would therefore that these people were under my authority, then I would remove Abimelech. And he said to Abimelech, Increase your army and come out. 30. When Zubal, the ruler of the city, heard the words of Gal, the son of Abed, his anger burned. 31. He sent messengers to Abimelech deceitfully, saying, Behold, Gal, the son of Abed, and his relatives have come to Shechem, and behold, they are stirring up the city against you. 32. Now therefore arise by night, you and the people who are with you, and lie in wait in the field. 33. In the morning, as soon as the sun is up, you shall rise early and rush upon the city, and behold, when he and the people who are with him come out against you, you shall do to them whatever you can. 34. So Abimelech and all the people who were with him arose by night and lay in wait against Shechem in 4 companies. 35. Now Gal the son of Abed went out and stood in the entrance of the city gate, and Abimelech and the people who were with him arose from the ambush. 36. When Gal saw the people, he said to Zebul, "Look, people are coming down from the tops of the mountains." But Zebul said to him, "You are seeing the shadow of the mountains as if they were men." Shadows of mountains as if they are men. Maybe back. You will need. You was not feeling right. Mountains. 37. God spoke again and said, "Behold, people are coming down from the highest part of the land, and one company comes by the way of the diviner's oak." 38. Then Zebul said to him, "Where is your boasting now with which you said, Who is Abimelech, that we should serve him? Is this not the people whom you despised? Is this whom you despised? Go out now and fight with them. 39. So Gal went out before the leaders of Shechem and fought with Abimelech. 40. Abimelech chased him, and he fled before him, and many fell wounded up to the entrance of the gate. 11. Then Abimelech remained at Arumah, but Zebul drove out Gal and his relatives so that they could remain in Shechem. 42. Now it came about the next day that the people went out to the field, and it was told to Abimelech. 43. So he took his people and divided them into 3 companies and lay in wait in the field. When he looked and saw the people coming out from the city, he arose against them and slew them. But therefore the Abimelech and the company who was with him dashed forward and stood in the entrance of the city gate. The two companies then dashed against all who were in the field and slew them. 45. Abimelech fought against the city all that day, and he captured the city and killed the people who were in it. Then he razed the city and swallowed it with salt. 46. When all the leaders of the tower of Shechem heard of it, they entered the inner chamber of the temple of El-Berith. 47. It was told Abimelech that all the leaders of the tower of Shechem were gathered together. 48. So Abimelech went up to Mount Zalmon, he and all the people who were with him, and Abimelech took an axe in his hand and cut down a branch from the trees and lifted it and laid it on his shoulder. Then he said to the people who were with him, "What you have seen me do, hurry and do likewise." Judges 9, New American Standard Bible. 49. All the people also cut down each one his branch and followed Abimelech and put them on the inner chamber and set the inner chamber on fire over those inside, so that all the men of the tower of Shechem also died, about 1,000 men and women. 50. Then Abimelech went to Thisbis, and he camped against Thisbis and captured it. 51. There was a strong tower in the center of the city, and all the men and women with all the leaders of the city fled there and shut themselves in, and they went up on the roof of the tower. 52. So Abimelech came to the tower and fought against it, and approached the entrance of the tower to burn it with fire. 53. But a certain woman threw an upper millstone on Abimelech's head, crushing his skull. 54. Then he called quickly to the young man, his armor bearer, and said to him, draw your sword and kill me, so that it will not be said of me, a woman slew him. So the young man pierced him through, and he died. 55. When the men of Israel saw that Abimelech was dead, each departed to his home. 56. Then God repaid the wickedness of Abimelech, which he had done to his father in killing his 70 brothers. Abimelech was hard, killing 70 brothers of yours. Anyway. 57. Also God returned all the wickedness of the men of Shechem on their hands, and the curse of Josham the son of Jerubbaal came upon them. Judges 10, New American Standard Bible. 1. Now after Abimelech died, Tola the son of Puah, the son of Dudu, the son of the son of Dudu, a man of Asacha, arose to save Israel, and he lived in Shamar, in the hill country of Ephraim. 2. He judged Israel 23 years. Then he died and was buried in Shamir, M-I-R. 3. After him, Jar the Gileadite, arose and judged Israel 22 years. 4. He had 30 sons who rode on 30 donkeys, and they had 30 cities in the land of Gilead that are called Havoth Jaar to this day. And Jair, how do they read that? Jair. Jair died and was buried in Carmon. 6. Then the sons of Israel again did evil in the sight of the Lord, served Baals and the Ashtaroth, and the gods of Aram, the gods of Sidon, the gods of Moab, the gods of the sons of Ammon, and the gods of the Philistines. Thus they forsook the Lord and did not serve him. 7. The anger of the Lord burned against Israel, and he sold them into the hands of Philistines and into the hands of the sons of Ammon. 8. They afflicted and crushed the sons of Israel that year for 18 years. They afflicted all the sons of Israel who were beyond the Jordan in Gilead, in the land of Amorites. 9. The sons of Ammon crossed the Jordan to fight also against Judah, Benjamin, and the house of Ephraim, so that Israel was greatly distressed. 10. Then the sons of Israel cried out to the Lord, saying, We have sinned against you, for indeed we have forsaken our God and served the Baals. 11. The Lord said to the sons of Israel, Did I not deliver you from the Egyptians, the Amorites, the sons of Ammon, and the Philistines? 12. Also when the Sidonians, the Amalekites, and the Maonites oppressed you, you cried out to me, and I delivered you from their hands. 13. Yet you have forsaken me and served other gods. Therefore I will no longer deliver you. 14. Go and cry out to the gods which you have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your distress. 15. The sons of Israel said to the Lord, We have sinned. Do to us whatever seems good to you. Only please deliver us this day. 16. So they put away the foreign gods from among them and served the Lord, and he could bear the misery of Israel no longer. 17. Then the sons of Ammon were summoned, and they camped in Gilead, and the sons of Israel gathered together and camped in Mizpah. 18. The people, the leaders of Gilead, said to one another, Who is the man who will begin to fight against the sons of Ammon? He said, Become head over all the inhabitants of Gilead. Judges 11, New American Standard Bible. Now Jephthah the Gileadite was a valiant warrior, but he was the son of a harlot. Who is the harlot? Oh. But they just need to survive. They want to survive. Dated derogatory, a woman who has many casual sexual encounters or relationships is called a harlot. A prostitute. A harlot is an old-fashioned and disparaging term for a woman who is a sex worker or sexually promiscuous. Okay. And Gilead was the father of Jephthah. 2. Gilead's wife bore him sons, and when his wife's sons grew up. They drove Jephthah, Jephthah. How do you read that word? Jephth. Is it called H or H? A-H. They drove Jephthah out and said to him, "You shall not have an inheritance in our father's house, for you are the son of another woman." 3. For Jephthah fled from his brothers and lived in the land of Tob, and worthless fellows gathered themselves about Jephthah, and they went out with him. For it came about after a while the sons of Ammon fought against Israel. 5. When the sons of Ammon fought against Israel, the elders of Gilead went to get Jephthah from the land of Tob. 6. And they said to Jephthah, "Come and be our chief, that we may fight against the sons of Ammon." 7. Then Jephthah said to the elders of Gilead, "Did you not hate me and drive me from my father's house? So why have you come to me now? Why have you come to me now when you are in trouble?" 8. The elders of Gilead said to Jephthah, "For this reason we have now returned to you, that you may go with us and fight with the sons of Ammon, and become head over all the inhabitants of Gilead." 9. So Jephthah said to the elders of Gilead, "If you take me back to fight against the sons of Ammon, and the Lord gives them up to me, will I become your head?" 10. The elders of Gilead said to Jephthah, "The Lord is witness between us. Surely we will do as you have said." 11. Then Jephthah went with the elders of Gilead, and the people made him head and chief over them. And Jephthah spoke all his words before the Lord at Mizpah. 12. Now Jephthah sent messengers to the king of the sons of Ammon, saying, "What is between you and me, that you have come to me to fight against my land?" 13. The king of the sons of Ammon said to the messengers of Jephthah, "Because Israel took away my land when they came up from Egypt, from the Arnon as far as the Jabbok and the Jordan, therefore return them peaceably. Is it how they read it? Peaceably. Now, Peaceably. Peaceably. Now, 15. But Jephthah sent messengers again to the king of the sons of Ammon. 15. And they said to him, "Thus says Jephthah, Jephthah, Israel did not take away the land of Moab, nor the land of the sons of Ammon." 16. For when they came up from Egypt, and Israel went through the wilderness to the Red Sea and came to Kadesh. 17. Then Israel sent messengers to the king of Edom, saying, "Please let us pass through your land." But the king of Edom would not listen, and they also sent to the king of Moab, but he would not consent. So Israel remained at Kadesh. 18. Then they went through the wilderness and around the land of Edom and the land of Moab, and came to the east side of the land of Moab, and they camped beyond the Arnon, but they did not enter the territory of Moab, for the Arnon was the border of Moab. 19. And Israel sent messengers to Sihon, the king of the Amorites, the king of Heshbon, and Israel said to him, please let us pass through your land to our place. 20. But Sihon did not trust Israel to pass through his territory. So Sihon gathered all his people and camped in Jahaz and fought with Israel. 21. The Lord, the God of Israel, gave Sihon and all his people into the hand of Israel, and they defeated them. So Israel possessed all the land of the Amorites and the inhabitants of that country. 23. So they possessed all the territory of the Amorites from the Arnon as far as the Jabbok, and from the wilderness as far as the Jordan. 23. Since now the Lord, the God of Israel, drove out the Amorites from before his people Israel, are you then to possess it? Then 4. Then do you not possess what Chemoth, your God, gives you to possess? So whatever the Lord our God has driven out before us, we will possess it. Judges 11, New American Standard Bible 25. Now are you any better than Balak, the son of Zippor, the king of Moab? Did he ever strive with Israel, or did he ever fight against them? 26. Whether Israel lived in Heshbon and its villages, and in Aroah and its villages, and in all the cities that are on the banks of Arnon, 300 years. Why did you not recover them within that time? 27. I therefore have not sinned against you, but you are doing me wrong by making war against me. May the Lord the judge today between the sons of Israel and the gods of Ammon. 28. But the king of the sons of Ammon disregarded the message which Jephthah sent him. 29. Now the Spirit of the Lord came upon Jephthah. Oh my God, how did they read this word? How did they read that word? How did they read that word? Your word pronounced as how did you read it? What how did you read it? Oh, read it. Pronunciation. Pronunciation. Pronoun. The name is pronounced as, you can listen to the pronunciation through words. Jephthah. Jephthah. Oh, that word was Jephthah. So that he passed through Gilead and Manasseh. Then he passed through Mizpah of Gilead. From Mizpah of Gilead, he went on the sons of Ammon. 30. Jephthah made a vow to the Lord and said, if you will indeed give the sons of Ammon into my hand. 31. Then it shall be that whatever comes out of the doors of my house to meet me when I return in peace from the sons of Ammon, it shall be the Lord's, and I will offer it up as a burnt offering. So Jephthah crossed over to the sons of Ammon to fight against them, and the Lord gave them into his hand. 33. He struck them with a very great slaughter from Aroah to the entrance of Minnith, 20 cities, and as far as Abel Keramim. So the sons of Ammon were subdued before the sons of Israel. Therefore, when Jephthah came to his house at Mizpah, behold, his daughter was coming out to meet him with tambourines and with dancing. Now she was his one and only child. Besides her, he had no son or daughter. 35. When he saw her, he tore his clothes and said, Alas, my daughter, you have brought me very low, and you are among those who trouble me. For I have given my word to the Lord, and I cannot take it back. 36. So she said to him, My father, you have given your word to the Lord. Do to me as you have said, since the Lord has avenged. A-V-E-N-G-E-D. Avenged you of your enemies, the sons of Ammon. 37. She said to her father, Let this thing be done for me. Let me alone 2 months, that I may go to the mountains and weep because of my virginity, I and my companions. 37. Then he said, Go. So he sent her away for 2 months, and she left with her companions and wept on the mountains because of her virginity. 39. At the end of the 2 months, she returned to her father, who did to her according to the vow which he had made, and she had no relations with a man. Thus it became a custom in Israel. 40. That the daughters of Israel went yearly to commemorate the daughter of Jephthah the Gileadite 4 days in the year. It became a custom. Commemorate. To commemorate, Judges explain the daughters of Israel go out for 4 days each year to commemorate the death of Jephthah the Gileadite. Their commemoration hints at a high influence on Israel's collective memory. That each year the young women of Israel go out for 4 days to lament the daughter. Go out? What do they mean they go out? Fathers. A lament is a ceremony which offers opportunity to grieve the sacrifice of Jephthah's daughter and to ponder the meaning of our sacrifice to us today. Okay. I think we are saying goodbye. 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 Yeah. Secret of what? That's a mad question, man. You know how my life is. If I had a secret, man, just know I'd be enjoying. If I had a secret, I would be enjoying. Now I have to go back to Mukono. Do you know what that means? I haven't, man. Me? I have to think. Man, if there was a way, like, but there's gates, you get. We have all those ideas, but like to get there, Like you need somebody to touch you at the end of the day. To give you a spot. To give you an opportunity. Like oh, good. Which guy? Ah, Magere, don't tell me about Magere, man. Huh? They can eat every penny. They take it. There's something I need, man. And there's no power for a week.
If you want, who is our we go and we get in the boat, then maybe you are going to get a spot, not to the spot, if you are going to get a spot, and the boat, it is not like that. In most cases, verification and verification, you will do that person they are doing something. So what you are trying to also